Well, hello. My name is Daddy-O, and I do YouTube and some other things. Let's talk about this electric vehicle. If you saw the video from the other day, I do an electric vehicle now. Shock. But I found some things out you may be interested in. So if you're new here and you do an Uber, or you're doing Uber, and you're thinking about doing the Uber rental, or you're thinking about, or you've gone in and they've said all they have is electric, Daddy-O's doing electric, so you don't have to, okay? So I can tell you about it, all right? So 3 days ago in the afternoon, I picked up this vehicle, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. So hang on to the end of the video. I have some information for you if you're one of those guys that is thinking about doing the rental, or you've gone in to do the rental and they've told you all they have is electric and you kind of hesitated. Like I did. I've been hesitating for a while about doing the electric, but I have found something out that works for me, and I'm going to tell you about it. The vehicle that I went in and got, I've always done gas. I've been doing a rental for almost 3.5 years now. Next month, I think it's 3.5 years. I've been doing a rental to do my Ubering in. The reason I do that is because I don't have to worry about a whole lot of things. And I'll run down that list real quick for you guys, all right? So that if you're interested in any of this kind of information, you go look at a couple of the other videos. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about this in this video. So the reason I do the rental is because I don't have to worry about insurance. Insurance is included. I don't have to worry about roadside. It's included. I don't have to worry about a whole lot of things that you have to worry about. I don't have to worry about my car being repoed if the finance company finds out about it. I don't have to worry about my insurance company finding out I'm doing rideshare if they find out about it after I've been in an accident or someone's hit me. Those are some of the key highlights, so you don't worry about a whole lot of stuff when you're doing a rental. And that's why I do it. I also play little games as I do my rentals. I play a game that I make good tips. Let's just leave it like that. There are videos on here talking about that kind of stuff. Here's what happened, though. I'm in the Mach-E 4X, which turns out to be their turbo model, 480 horsepower. Yeah, this thing will run. I don't put my foot in the accelerator, though, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, this thing will scoot if I need it to scoot. There you go with that. So it's a great vehicle, and everybody that's gotten into this vehicle in the last 2 days, all right, I'm going to talk about charging in a second here, so hang on. Everyone that's gotten in this vehicle in the last 2 days, when they've gotten in, go, oh, this is nice. Wasn't expecting this. I get all those kind of comments. It's got leather interior, heated seats, a complete sunroof, moonroof, as you can see from the front to the back. There's a lot of high-end things in here. And I've told you before, I play a tip game when I'm doing my Uber. And I'm not out here just to make those fares from point A to point B. I'm working for the tips at the end of the ride, okay? So this vehicle here is not that bad. It's actually cheaper than gas. And I'm going to tell you why. I found that I can go out 11 miles from where I'm sitting right this second. 11 miles, and there's high-speed chargers. I went out last night. In 40 minutes, I topped this thing off. Cost me $20. If I'd pulled into the gas station last night as low as I was, if I was equating that to my gas mileage, my gas tank, it would have cost me $30, 30 plus last night to have topped it off with gas. So it saves me money on that. I just had to figure out a way to take some time off from the day when I'm not doing Uber, or I'm done doing Uber, just to ride out there, hook it up for a little bit. I have a tablet in my phone, in my vehicle. I have a tablet here that has its own cell service. So as I'm sitting there, I can watch basketball. I can watch, just like I'm sitting at the house, I can do things to occupy my time while I'm sitting there topping off my vehicle. And because of the reactions I'm getting from people when I pick them up in this vehicle, I like it. They like it. And it shows in the tips. I've also got my comfort status back. That's the reason I wanted to get rid of the other vehicle, because that vehicle, the Hyundai, had lost its comfort status. I could no longer do comfort rides anymore in that vehicle. Where I work, basically, I get quite a few comfort rides during the day, but I also get the business comfort. They pay even more. All right. So when I pull up in the last couple of days in this vehicle to do a business comfort ride, I was well rewarded. I don't even know if I still have it in my pocket from last night. Let's see here. Yeah, I do. I think I do. Yeah, I do. Off of one of those business comfort rides last night, 220s were handed to me, not counting the tips that I was getting, which were larger than normal. So this vehicle may work out for Daddy-O. I can handle that little 11-mile trip out there. And I played it off last night. I went out there, charged it up. On the way back, I went to Hungry Howie's, picked up a pizza, which is halfway between there and here. And it kind of, all right. I also pulled into the car wash, which is right out that way, one of them. Got the car wash, did it all. So I made use of that time, and it wasn't that bad. So Daddy-O is trying, I've told you in the video the other day that Daddy-O is going to try to make this electric vehicle work if I can. All right. So try one. I've had comments. I commented the other day in that video about a comment I'd gotten from someone that had gone out and rented a Tesla to do their Ubering in, and had already, was doing $1,300 a week from Monday to Friday. But they were working it. I could tell by the comment. They were working it. They're not just sitting, getting a rental vehicle and going and sitting in the parking lot somewhere and saying, and just playing the same old game that you've played before. Because when you get a rental vehicle, I promise you, you will do more work. You will get more runs. You will do more runs. All right. That's the benefits to me of having the rental, because I don't worry about the mileage I'm putting, unlimited miles. I don't have to worry about the mileage I'm putting on my personal vehicle. I don't have to worry about roadside assistant. I don't have to worry about a whole lot of things that you have to worry about, the repo, the insurance. You don't have to worry about none of that kind of stuff when you're doing a rental. It takes that peace of mind out. You don't mind going out and getting in that vehicle, hitting the button on the dash out there and going to work. So Daddy-O is going to try to make this electric thing work. If you're doing an electric vehicle, now the comments I got the other day off of that video, the last video I've done, the comments that I've gotten I got a lot of comments. So, and a lot of advice. So again, if you got any advice for Daddy-O, I'm new at the electrical thing. So if you've been doing electrical for a while, and you got any, and I asked for this, I don't know if anyone sent me this, any apps that you use, FP&L is the one I'm using right now, Florida Power Light. They have stations down the east coast of Florida. The most northern one, it happens to be right out here 11 miles away, so it works for me. If I was to drive down the coast towards Daytona, places like that, there would be some there also. So electric can work out. I just wish we had high speed. I wish we had what I use out there here. If I had the ability to pull in, they had 6 stations out there, high speed. If I had that here real close to me, electric would be no problem at all. I mean, that's the only problem I can see with doing the electric, is having to drive out there once a day to go all the way out there. I don't take runs out that way. So that's not in my area of work. So it's an effort for me to have to drive out there. It's not that bad, You stop at Hungry Howie's or Target, Super Walmart. If you got something to do out that way anyway, it kind of makes it work. You can go out there, charge up, come back, do what you got to do, get back to where you're living at. So that's the way I have to play. Now, people have in the comments, and I'll find out by the comment I'm fixing to make how many people are actually paying attention here. I've told you to hang on. I've had comments from people advising me about charging it, about getting a charging station put up at my house, those kind of things to help me with this issue. For those of you that don't know, Daddy-O lives on a boat. Let's see if I get a comment about that. Daddy-O lives on a sailboat. I can't hook up a Tesla or a charging station at my house. I don't have a garage. All right, so every time I see that, look at put one at your house. I have to kind of laugh about that. So thank you for those kind of comments. Give the old man a chuckle every now and then. It's fine. It's fine. But if you have any suggestions for Daddy-O, I'm up for suggestions. Let me know what you're doing to charge, how it's working for you, if you're making more money, if the electric's working out, is it compared to gas, blah, blah, blah. Let me know that, because I have got comments from people talking about this subject. And I'd love to know what you think about your electric vehicle, and is it working for you when you're doing your Uber? And let us all know, because when you leave a comment on this channel, I'm not the only one that's going to see it, all right? So, and I will try to answer. I get a lot of comments. I'm answering comments. I saw a minute ago, I was answering comments from 4 weeks ago, all right? So it does take Daddy-O sometimes a moment to get around to it, because what does Daddy-O do? He works his butt off when Uber's available, when he's wanting to send me good runs. I don't take every run, all right? I don't do a whole lot of them kind of runs. So, anyway, I'm going to let you go with that. I might do something else yet this afternoon, because there is some comments that I might need to address, or I might hold off till tomorrow. Who knows? It's Saturday. Let's see what happens today. Daddy-O's out here to make some money. Get up off your butts and go to work. Bye.